The landlord fitted these Nest smoke detectors on the hallway and on the landing, and the connections are just shoved above the ceiling. So I suggested, when I did the ICR, when I saw the exposed basic insulation, I normally suggest doing this. I do this for ACO smokes, I do it for pull cords. It just gives you all that play and all that extra room to keep any connections, especially for looping in or something like that. So I've got to whack one of these in the hallway and landing, and then I'll use the threads to probably get either 1 or 2 fixings, at least on the flap there. It's up there somewhere. There they are. So that's why I'm going to put a fast fix box in the ceiling. It's so common you see stuff like this. The client is actually really sound, and he's just and he's pretty honest about it. Ooh.
Press to test.
Blimey, no thanks. Shut the f up. So, oh, it comes with those. I bet that's supplied with it, isn't it? That's those weird little fake Wagos, isn't it? Those Fagos. So what I'll do is I'll kill the power, and I'll cut in fast fix box, and it's so much nicer like that. ACO smokes, pull cords, and this kind of stuff. Just start using them, chuck them in the van. Here we go. So, look at that, see? Rather than that being like that, we can drop that into the top one of these. I'll smash one of them out, slip it up there, and it's such a better job. Just chuck these on the van. Just get 10 of them, throw them in the van. They're so handy. I'm going to say it again, because the amount of times we come across this is so much nicer, especially if you're doing loop-in for lighting, for bathrooms, or ACO smokes. All that slack can be pushed up into there, and the ACO base will just completely cover it. You can even use one of the fixings. Use one of these. So I've had to put a little M4 washer in there just so the head would catch on the base. There was a joist just here, so I'm put a screw in the joist there. But now I've even put a Wago on the signal cable, on the yellow of the 3-core, which was the old, probably the old trigger for, I think they had, the client, I think landlord told me they had some other smokes before, like the Fire Angel rubbish or whatever. So now all those connections are now adequately enclosed, and now just got to push it on. And this is it's a much nicer way. So if you've got the plans beforehand when you're doing rewires, sling in a couple of round fast fix boxes for any smokes and that, it just makes your life so much easier. Same thing's happened here. Don't know what you folks code when you come across stuff like this. I put it as code 2, but there's some people who think that it's out of reach, and so give it a code 3. I've noticed, I spotted it on a couple of, admittedly it was on TikTok, well it might be Instagram actually, I can't remember, but the moment connections are out of reach, like above a false ceiling for perhaps, or, in boxing in a void, or above a ceiling grid, and it's stuff like this, they just go, oh no, it's code 3, you can't get to it. In my opinion, that's incorrect. It's a code 2. But yeah, let me know what you think. Now there'll be people going, oh, you must be on fucking day rate doing that. No, I'm not. Day rate does me dirty. You've got or if not all of my jobs are quoted, right? Just allow for it. Allow for the time and allow for the extra money. It's not that much effort. It's no different to sinking in a plasterboard box when you're doing a rewire. You just take your, whatever that size is, 70 something, your hole saw, and where smokes are, you bosh a hole. Where the ceiling, where the pool cord is, you bosh a hole. It's no different to first fix sockets and lights. But there'll be people on it going, well, you must be on day rate. Okay. Don't know why I do it. I've done the same here. Oh, that's nice and tight. 3.5mm screw, an M4 washer. Reused one of the old fixings because this is not like a standard conduit plate, so it won't fit across. The ACOs, I believe the ACOs do. The ACO base fits across the fixing lugs of the plasterboard fixing, but that is so much nicer. I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed, so see you in a sec.
Ready. Press to test. This is only a test. The alarm will sound. The alarm is loud. The test starts in 10 seconds. Press to cancel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is only a test. Testing smoke.
Killed the drop then.
Testing carbon monoxide.
I bet the tenant will feel so much safer now. Looks like nothing's changed. Looks like nothing's changed. And
Ready.
I bet they'll sit there at home tonight when they come home.
Ready. Press to
Feeling
test.
so much safer now that those connections are enclosed. It always amazes me somehow.
Press to cancel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is only a test. Testing smoke. Testing carbon monoxide.
Cheers. Nothing else planned for the day, so I think it's the kids' swimming lessons now. So actually the work isn't over. I've got to go and look at one job, and then the kids have got swimming lessons. So summer holidays, eh? What a nightmare. Some of the days. So, logistics. Whew. And then the paperwork as well when I get home. That'll just sit on my desk for weeks, to be honest, before I get around to doing that. I thought I'd just say that those Nest detectors were professionally installed by a professional electrician that the client, it was through the estate agent. So the client contacted the estate agent and asked them if they wanted some Nest heat detectors or smoke detectors installed. And so the estate agent organised it. And I think he paid something like 70 something quid for those two Nests to be installed. But it was done by a professional electrician via the estate agent. So I take it back. It wasn't the landlord. It wasn't the client. It was a professional electrician who did that. Gobsmacked. Gobsmacked. No, actually no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised anymore. Of course it was going to be rubbish. Estate agent Sparky's.